Hey there, modern Doctor Who fans, this is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at Doctor Who River Song from Series 5. This is by Underground Toys, I believe? Or no, I'm sorry, Character Options. I'm always confused about that, like who makes what. But anyway, this is the newer style packaging, not the TARDIS style or anything like that. You know, just a simple dome. Inside you see the figure and accessories. I don't think there's any, no hidden accessories down there. Up here in the corner, it's got a $17 price tag. I actually ended up picking this up for about 10 bucks, 10 and some change, during a Go Hastings sale a while back. So, yeah, I'm excited to finally have this character in my collection. The initial shots of her and stuff, I wasn't really thrilled, and reviews weren't really flattering for her. So it was usually about the head sculpt. You can see on the back of the box here. There's a shot of what her head used to look like, and at some point they decided to do a running change, and they added some bangs here that helped cover up part of her head, which looks really nice. It really helps to sell the character a little better. I wasn't sure I was going to get this version. I had hoped, but for 10 bucks I couldn't really pass up on the deal, because normally she's like at least 17 before shipping, and then, you know, a lot of times upwards of 30, so pretty expensive figure, but I was glad to be able to get her pretty cheap, so let's get her out of the box and see what she's like. Really quick, before we get into the figure, I just wanted to show you guys, she does come with this packet of the flesh goo. I don't know if this is supposed to be designed to use with the flesh factory thing that Character Options made. I think it's Character Options. But yeah, it's the flesh. It's like all gooey and looks like stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna use it. I don't think I can even put this on like the kids shelf for the nephews and nieces to play with, because that seems like that would just get all over the carpet. But she also came with a flesh mask. As you can see there, it's kind of just got those ill-defined features. I mean, it's nicely sculpted and everything. It's designed to have ill-defined features, but you can see it doesn't really go on her head so well. I think part of the reason for that is this new hairpiece that helps her look more like River, but keeps it from sticking on there. I mean, you can kind of get it to stick, but why would you want to anyway? This is a weird accessory. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys those two things before we get into the action figure. And here's River out of packaging, just doing a basic kind of gun aiming pose. The gun's not pointed perfectly straight because her hand doesn't accommodate it as well as I'd hoped, but overall, very, very nice work. Let's go ahead and get some close-ups on her. And here's a close-up of her face. They did a very nice job making her look like the actress, Alex Kingston, I believe her name is. Very, very nice work. They did a great job on the curls, these big, thick curls that she's kind of known for. Like I said, this piece here is a new. I guess they redid the whole hair piece, because these parts in the front here that hang down in front of her face didn't used to be there. It kind of framed her face a little more, and kind of made her look like she had this weird like 5-head type of thing, but it was like a 3-dimensional 5-head that was like insane. It looked really crazy, but I really like what they decided to do with this one. The hair, the way they designed it now, makes it resemble the actress a lot more. So she's wearing her big, thick, padded coat, and her big, huge belt there. They did a very nice job on the various seams and things you can see there. Very nice wrinkle work. The belt's got some nice details. I'm not sure what all these things are, but very nicely done. The holster here is a softer plastic, so you can see that. It can hold the pistol, which is very nice. A little bit of slop here and there on the paint. On a 5-inch, this is 5-inch scale figure. On 5-inch, it's not really as noticeable. Remember, like, this is very close up to what it actually should be. I mean, look at the size of my thumb here. I mean, this is a pretty small figure. It's much smaller than Marvel Legends, so, you know, paint slop like that is not a huge deal for me. It's not something I'm going to, you know, notice too easily if I'm not looking at it under this huge microscope. So the boots are really, really excellent. They did a great job of kind of weathering them and making them look like leather. Nice detailing on everything. The bottoms are not sculpted, and there's no peg holes, but it does have the information there, so suck that, Maddie. The pistol in her hand, you can get it out. There we go. Just hang out, River. You see, they actually did quite a lot of detail on this little gun. They really didn't have to. They could have like gotten away with just a glob, but they did a pretty nice job of the detail. There's a, it's painted with like a textured paint. You can see that there, like it's very granular. Very, very cool, and if I'm not mistaken, is based off of a Nerf Nightfinder. I'm not 100% sure on there, but I think that's what it's based on. It's what it looks like to me, anyway. So, as I said, the pistol can fit into her holster, which is pretty cool. Dig it. Yeah, overall detail on the figure, she looks great. She's going to look great next to the Doctor and Amy and Rory and everything, so I dig it. Articulation-wise, she's got a swivel neck, which actually works much better than I thought, given all this huge amount of hair. I guess it's somewhat flexible, but it doesn't really hinder anything as far as going left or right. I mean, if you try to swivel it all the way around, you're going to have problems, but she can look pretty far to the right without reaching much resistance, and decent amount to the left, too, so very impressed by that. She's got the new swivel hinge shoulders that they just started doing, I think with this wave 5. They go out pretty far, not a little further than a 90-degree angle there, so that's nice. Got the swivel in the bicep, hinged elbows, very nice, 90 degrees. We got swivels in the wrist. They might have trouble going all the way around because of her sleeves, but I mean, you wouldn't really need to turn her hand backwards or anything. She's got enough for, you know, simple posing. Swivel in the waist, which I would have thought was somewhere in the belt area, but it's actually, this is like a softer piece right here, like almost a rubber, and there's a waist joint under there, so she can swivel that, no problems. She's got H-style hinge, like DCUC figures, H-style hinge hips, like DCUC figures. What's interesting is the peg is way towards the front here. I'm not even sure if I would have noticed it if Newt had mentioned it, I think on Infinite Hollywood, but since he said it, I can't unsee it. But like when you move the leg forward, see how it's got this huge gap here? It's strange. It's because if you look there, the peg is really towards the front. Like normally, this whole joint would be like halfway back here and meet somewhere in the middle there, but I don't know why they designed it that way. It's very strange. Maybe to have her sit in vehicles better? I'm not really sure, because they don't really do a whole lot of vehicles for this line. I mean, the 5-inch line is going away for the most part, but anyway, so yeah, nothing in the thighs. She didn't manage to get those in, but she does get 90 degrees roughly out of her knees, and then swivel boot tops, which go all the way around if you need them to. So, very, very cool figure. I really dig this. Let me get her in. Here she is with the Doctor. I'm sorry I don't have a TARDIS to pose them with, but I'm going to pull out a little bit just so you guys can see how they fit together. So isn't that just lovely? Yeah, she's a little bit shorter. I would guess roughly the right scale. I'm not a huge scale person. I just don't pay attention to that stuff that much, unless it's like grossly out of scale, like the Hulk is shorter than Captain America or something like that. But usually it doesn't bother me too much. But very, very nice. You know, I paid $10, but probably expecting more in the $20 range. For $20, she is an imported collector's figure, so that's not that out of the question. Of course, you'll have to pay shipping on that too, so, you know, your mileage will vary on whether or not that's affordable to you, but she is, you know, I guess sort of a main character, at least a really popular character. Well, I sure like her anyway. But yeah, for the price I paid, $10 before shipping, $11 at the most is what I paid. Excellent deal. You just can't find figures for this kind of cost anymore. If you are able to find her at like an FYE, I think she is about $17. So good luck to everybody out there finding her for that price. I hope you're able to get it. Oh yeah, one last thing there. Her hand, remember I showed you, or I was talking about how the gun doesn't fit in there very well. It's just not open wide enough. You might be able to fix that with some heat, but as it is, I already have to kind of bend her fingers out of shape to get the pistol in there. And then her finger isn't cut, so it doesn't fit through the trigger guard either, so I may have to pull like a Barney Ross and cut it myself, see if I can get it to fit a little better, but as it is, you know, it holds in well enough, even though it just fell out on camera, thus disproving everything that I have to say for always. So anyway, good action figure, I dig it, looks like the actress, she's a cool character, she's going to look great on the shelf. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the box below. I'll be glad to answer anything you have to ask about her. Thanks to all new subscribers. Really appreciate it, guys. And that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.